Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivana Dhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivana Dhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivana Dhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivana Dhari Yasoda Nandana Bhajana Ranjana Yasoda Nandana Yasoda Nandana Bhajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vana Chari Tira Yamuna Tira Vana Chari Yamuna Tira Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivana Dhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivana Dhari Yasoda Nandana Bhajana Ranjana Yasoda Nandana Yasoda Nandana Bhajana Ranjana Yasoda Yamuna Tira Vana Chari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Vijaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshun Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mukam Krotavachalang Pangun Manghayate Gurim Yat Kripataraham Vande Shri Gurum Nirataranam Vanchakalpatubhyascha Kripa Sindhubdevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktavan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I thought I would talk about journeys today, since I'm going to India. I'm going to Mayapur tomorrow, so I thought. Actually, there's a lot of people going to Mayapur now because we got the Mayapur festival. But next year there'll be a lot more people going. Next year there'll be the opening of the TOVP. Hopefully. It's been postponed many times, so hopefully it'll be next year. So yeah, we're all on a journey of life. We're all fortunate. There's about 8 billion people on this planet, and they're all on a journey of life also. But we're on a journey of spiritual life. Our journey is leading us back to Krishna, if we're sincere. Hopefully we'll make it. Sincerity is the key, the formula to reaching that goal. In the Srimad Bhagavatam it stated, Samasataye parapalava plavam mahat param punya somarare bhavam buddhir vatsa param yad viparam natesam. That for one who has taken shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna, the boat of the lotus feet of Krishna, for such a person, this vast ocean of material existence becomes no bigger than the water contained in the hoofprint of a calf. And what is their destiny? The spiritual world, where there's no anxiety, not this place where there's danger at every step. So, taking shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna, this is the goal. So how to take shelter of Krishna? There's a great devotee in the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Raghunath Das Goswami, who was with Lord Chaitanya. He was the assistant of Swarup Damodar, who was with Lord Chaitanya for years. Raghunath Das Goswami was right there with Lord Chaitanya for years, never spoke one word to him. Never one word. He would only communicate through Swarup Damodar. So he wanted to know what is the goal of life. Raghunath Das Goswami, who was actually the son of a multi-billionaire, but he was completely uninterested in money at all. His only interest was in serving Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. Such a great devotee. So he wanted to know specifically what is my duty. So he gave him 8 instructions. Lord Chaitanya gave him 8 instructions. He said, don't talk like the people in general or hear what they have to say. Because the talk amongst people in general, what is it? Prajalpa. I was just reading, Prabhupada says the primary symptom of a materialistic person, a non-devotee, is they speak all nonsense. Nonsense. There's no value for us. So he said, don't speak like the people in general, nor hear what they have to say. Don't eat very opulent food, nor dress very gorgeously. He said, offer respects to everyone. Don't desire respect for yourself. Always chant the holy name of Krishna, and within your mind, serve Sri Sri Radha and Krishna. So these are the 8 instructions. The last 2 are a little tough. Yeah? Actually, the last 4 are pretty tough. But in this age, it's very difficult to chant the holy name, always. But we have a very good example in Srila Prabhupada, who came here, and he wrote in one of his poems that, "Why have you brought me here? This place is so much ignorance and passion." But he said, "But I have great faith in the holy name of Krishna." And that was shown. Prabhupada was always chanting. When he went to Thompson Square Park, he had just had 2 heart attacks. And he was chanting in Thompson Square Park for 3 hours. And he was vigorously chanting and attracting people. And he went, when he expanded, he was in Europe, and he was invited to go and speak at a radio program in Amsterdam, I think it was. And they were getting ready to do the broadcast, but they were hearing something in the sound system. They couldn't figure it out. They were trying to look it up. It was Prabhupada in the microphone. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare. They couldn't figure it out. What was that noise? And they finally figured out Prabhupada was chanting. So Prabhupada was always chanting Hare Krishna. And therefore he was so pure and able to attract so many people to the lotus feet of Krishna, like all of us. So it's not an easy journey back to Krishna. Material world, Prabhupada said this is Maya's kingdom. And here we are trying to be Krishna conscious in Maya's kingdom. Not easy. There's a story in the Mahabharata of a person who was in a forest, and he was walking along, and he fell into a blind well. Sometimes in India there's blind wells. You don't see that in America, but in India they use wells a lot, and sometimes you don't see them. So one person is walking along, and he falls into a blind well. But as he's falling, he catches there's a root, from one side of the well to the other, and he's holding on to that. He's thinking, "Phew, good thing there's roots here." So he's thinking, okay, now how do I get out of here? So he's hanging there, and as he's hanging there, he looked down, and there's a black snake on the bottom. And he was thinking, "Phew, good thing this root is here." And then again he's thinking, now, how to get out? So he's hanging there, and he hears some chewing on one side of the root. And it's a black rat. So he's thinking, this has got to be a dream. How is this possible? And then he hears some more chewing. There's a white rat chewing on the other side. And he's thinking, oh my God, what to do? So then he hears some roaring coming from above. Tiger looking down on him. And he's thinking, this has got to be a dream. This can't be real. But then, as he's hanging there, he feels some drop on his head. He's like, what's that? It's a honeycomb on the tree. And there's drops of honey coming down. He looks up, puts his tongue out, gets some honey. Hey, life isn't so bad after all. So the black snake is compared to death. Samsara kupe patitang visayir mustateksam grasum kala hinatmana konyastrati madishra. The intelligence of the living entity is stolen away by the activities of sense gratification. And within that condition, he falls into the well of repeated birth and death. He falls into the well of repeated birth and death, seized by the deadly serpent of time. Seized by the deadly serpent of time. So time takes away our life. Time destroys everything. Yeah. So we're in this situation where actually everyone in the world right now, we're all dying. We're not dying, but the body is dying. At every second, the body is getting closer to death. And eventually, inevitably, we have to leave, which is the big test. Yeah, we all had our test in school. But this is the final exam. What will we think of at the time of death? Yam yam vapi smaram bhavam tajyachikaleva. Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, that state he'll attain. So this is the big challenge, to think of Krishna. There's so much distraction in the material world. It makes it difficult. Makes it difficult, but not impossible. So this was the snake. And then the rats, the black and white rat, that was compared to night and day. Ayur hariti vayapungsam udyan aslang chayanasam tashyate yagsananita utamashloka vartaya. For every rising and setting of the sun, a day is lost, except for that person who utilized their time in glorifying the all-good personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. So, so much time is being wasted, so many days and nights are being wasted. So time is very valuable. We could waste it, or we can use it. If we use it properly, then we can finish up this material existence and go back home. Mrityuma amrityugama. Now why stay in this place where there's death? We don't have to. This is the cycle of repeated birth and death, samsara. We can get out. The human form of life is the loophole on how to get out of this material world, to get out of the cycle of repeated birth and death. We just have to be, as Prabhupada many times say, serious and sincere. Serious means genuine. And sincere means thoughtful. So we have to be sincerely trying to please Krishna and thoughtful. Just like we have so many books, so many wonderful books. So when we're reading these books, we should really be trying to understand what's being said. Prabhupada said that the purports, the commentary, they're my devotional ecstasies. So he said, my books are better than me, because he was given everything in his purports. So hearing is so important. Shrimbatam sva katha Krishna punya shravana kirtana hridyantasto hyabadrani vidunoti surhitsata. That Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma, the super soul in the hearts of all living entities, and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses the desire from material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee. He simply relishes his messages, which are in themselves virtuous and properly heard and chanted. So see how kind Krishna is. All we have to do is relish. And Prabhupada says in one purport, he says, we should be captured by this information. We should be captured by this information because it's such sublime wisdom that's being given to us. Now again, it's not easy. The journey back to the spiritual world. Prabhupada said, when did I say it would ever be easy? It's not easy. We have to be very determined. And Krishna says, Machchita sarvadurgani mat prasada tarishasi atachatang ahankar nasoshiri vanakshasi. He says, if you become conscious of me, you'll cross over all the obstacles. What are some of the obstacles in the material world that we might face? Any obstacles? Education. Yeah. Actually, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he says these material education, this is like a slaughterhouse education. Because you go there and you don't hear the truth, actually you hear a lot of speculation. Yeah? A lot of theories, a lot of speculation. And many times people go to the universities and they learn how to sin. Yeah? Many devotees have told me that. It's sophisticated sin. Yeah. So yeah. What else? What are some obstacles? Taxes. Yeah, you can't get away from taxes and death, right?
Prabhupada said it would get worse as Kali Yuga progressed.
Yeah.
You'd be more taxed.
Yeah. One nice thing about brahmachari, we don't pay taxes. So you can get over the taxes. Crack the system. But Krishna says, if you just become conscious of me, you'll cross over all the obstacles on the path to pure devotional service. And actually there's a lot of obstacles. There's a statement by Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur. He says, Kala kalir balina indriya vairi varga Shri Bhakti Marga Ikakanta Kakoti Rudha. He says, this material world is so terrible. I'm challenged by the enemy of my senses. The enemy of my senses. If you're not merciful to me, Lord Chaitanya, then how? How will I grow? The enemy of the senses. It's like our mind is the enemy, actually. And Krishna says in the Gita that your mind can be your friend or your enemy. For when he has conquered the mind is the best friend. And for he who has failed to do so, it remains the worst enemy. So how to make the mind the friend? Hearing. By hearing, we get purified. The mind gets purified. And Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he said the mind is a non-devotee. A non-devotee. So we have our mind in the Bhakta program now, trying to turn the mind into a devotee. Not easy. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he made a very interesting statement. He said, my greatest happiness is in engaging in difficult service for you. Because when there's difficulty, then what do? A sincere person, what does a sincere person do when there's difficulty? Praise to God. Yeah. There's 4 types of people who surrender to Krishna. Chaturvadha bhajante mam, jana sukatirna artha. Artha gigyasa arthartha jnani cha bhartarsa. The first one is the distressed. So therefore, there's a great devotee who prays, please give me difficulty. Please give me difficulty. Anybody here pray like that? Please give me difficulty. Some psychiatrist would think that this person needs to, he needs some treatment. Queen Kunti, she prays for difficulty. And why? Because when difficulties come, then we take shelter of you. And by taking shelter of you, then we overcome the repetition of birth and death. So difficulties are welcome. This is where we get purified. And this is the goal of life. And this is what Krishna is very expert at. He's known as he who purifies. Krishna is so pure that the more we think of him, the more we also get purified. And this is the nature of the soul, actually, to be pure. But we've come into this world and we become a little impure. Just like if someone falls into a mud puddle, a big mud puddle, is going to get dirty, right? Unavoidable. So this material world is a dirty place. And what is the dirt? The modes of nature, ignorance, passion, material goodness. So this is the dirt in the material world. But Krishna, he's so pure that if we just connect with him, then we also get purified. The nature of the soul is eternality, knowledge, and bliss. So this is our position. We're eternal. Nainam chindanti sistrani, nainam dihanti pavaka, na chainam klariyanti apo, na sochiti maruta. The soul is so powerful that it can't be destroyed. But even, these powerful nuclear bombs, nothing can destroy the soul. It can't be withered by the wind. You can't drown the soul. You can't burn the soul. So this is the position of the soul. Of course, it's not easy to understand that with the soul. I was speaking to one young man. I met him here in Mountain View many months ago, and he was coming to the temple and he was chanting and taking prasadam. Nice young man. But finally he said, I just can't understand that we're the soul. Couldn't get it. And Krishna says that. Ascharyavat pashyati kashyadena. He says some look on the soul as amazing. Some describe him as amazing. Some hear him as amazing. Some, even after hearing about him, can't understand him at all. Difficult. So, what helps us understand the soul is associating with people who are aware that they're the soul within. So this is, many of the devotees here are aware that they're the soul, have been practicing Krishna consciousness for many years. So association is very important. In Brazil, there's a saying that you tell me who your friends are, I'll tell you who you are. And we have the saying, birds of a feather flock together. But we shouldn't associate with non-devotees. But we do try to help them. We're not interested in just our own journey. We want to help others also in this journey back to Krishna, because people are suffering in this material world. There's a lot of suffering going on in this material world. And this knowledge that we've come across can help people overcome their suffering. a devotee is called para dukkha dukhi. When he sees others suffering, it gives pain. When he sees others happy, that gives joy. Yeah. So Prabhupada said that if one is not happy in Krishna consciousness, this means he's doing something wrong. It's a natural byproduct of Krishna consciousness. You become happy. And even in a devotee, even in some awkward situation, still is happy. There's examples of devotees that had cancer and dying of painful cancer, and they tell devotees that it couldn't get better than this because they're absorbed in Krishna. Even though the body is giving so much pain, they're absorbed in Krishna, and this brings joy. So there's many dualities. So devotee is beyond duality, happiness and pain, heat and cold, honor, dishonor. And Krishna, he says, one who is free of the dualities that arise from doubt, whose mind is always engaged within, who is always busy acting for the welfare of others, and who is free of sin, is certainly understood to be liberated. This is a deep verse. This first statement, he says, one who is free of the dualities that arise from doubt. So if we have faith that Krishna is in control, and that he's our ever well-wisher, he only has our good interest at heart. He's in control of everything. He has only our good interest at heart. Then whatever happens to us is good. It's good. Sometimes it's hard to see that. And sometimes we might protest or complain, Krishna, why are you doing this to me? I'm your devotee. Why are you doing this? Why me? Yeah. Anybody ever think that way? But no. Krishna is trying to help us grow. Yeah. He makes it difficult to help us grow. Just like in the university, the professors, they make the test harder every time. He doesn't make it easier. They're never easier, right? They're always harder. Why are they harder? So you could step up. You could learn more about the subject. So Krishna, he gives us tests to help us step up, to become more sincere in our service. Prabhupada said that for one who is desiring a comfortable life in Krishna consciousness, advancement will be very slow. So to do some austerity is good. This is good for the soul. Prabhupada, he told the teachers of the Gurukul, teach the boys the joy of austerity. The joy of austerity. It's like when I first joined, the devotees, they said that we wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I said, 4 o'clock? That's when I used to go to sleep. Well, things are a little different here now. But then after a while, it's nice. I get up earlier than that now. It's nice. Get up early and chant the names of Krishna. Hear about Krishna, associate with the devotees. What was it old Bhakta Benjamin Franklin said, early to bed, early to rise, makes a person healthy, wealthy, and wise. So it's good. Austerity is good. It makes us healthy. We all like to have a healthy body, right? But to have a healthy soul is even more important. The body is destined to die, but we're not destined to die. So more important than the healthy body is the healthy soul. And automatically, if you have a healthy soul, then you take care of the body. Because the body is also, it's a gift given to us by Krishna. It's actually not our body, it belongs to Krishna. Everything belongs to Krishna. So we're utilizing it in His service. Yeah. And we should want to do nice service for Krishna. So, there's a few words there. Maybe we could open it up for some questions, if there's any question or comment.
I think we need the microphones.
We need microphones. Okay, microphones are coming. Microphones are here.
It's confusing about the mode of goodness because you say it binds us, and
It's not on. Okay, you got to speak.
Is it on? Oh,
yeah. So the mode of goodness, you say it binds us, and that sounds right. But Krishna also says something about it leading to freedom from being bound.
Yeah. The problem with the mode of goodness is sometimes people become proud that they're better than others. I'm vegetarian, I give charity, I'm better than they are. So this is the problem with the mode of goodness. But it's interesting that Krishna, he's very liberal. He appreciates the mode of goodness. It's even said that a person in the mode of goodness can even be atheist, but if he's a very good person, he's just solely in the mode of goodness, he can be elevated to the heavenly planets. If someone is very much in the mode of goodness, he appreciates the mode of goodness. Yeah. But even the mode of goodness is difficult in this age. Very difficult. Because this is, in this Kali Yuga, it's a very degraded age, and generally people are moved by more the mode of passion and ignorance. And there's a lot of mixture too, goodness, passion, ignorance. Depends on the time of the day sometimes.
Is it possible that things that seem to be in the mode of goodness, like giving and charity, could possibly be tainted or even fully in passion? Like, look at me, I'm doing this great thing, and motivation behind it might be.
Yeah, I mean, just like we go to universities a lot, and a lot of the buildings, they have someone's name on it. And they probably gave millions of dollars. But a lot of that reason of is having their name on there for, decades or something. So they do things in the mode of goodness, but to get some name, some recognition, which is ill-motivated. To be free of this desire for name, fame, adoration, distinction. This is a symptom of the mode of pure goodness. There's goodness and there's pure goodness. It's called Vishuddha Sattva, which is the pure mentality where one is only interested in serving Krishna, not getting anything for themselves. Okay? Okay. Anything else? You have to pray to Krishna to get the microphone working.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu, you were talking about, what's it called?
Put the microphone close. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, you were talking about sacrifice. And a question that came up to my mind was, what about cases where we want to sacrifice, but we're not in a case of, we're kind of immature, or we're not mature, or we're doing it in a case where our mind, body, and soul, we're not in a capacity to do it, or we want to do it, but we don't have it in our heart. And let's say we do something that seems like sacrificial, but we have a desire not to do it, and eventually we might give it up, right? How would we go about it? Let me rephrase my question. Let's say there's sacrifice. Should we do that sacrifice, even if we may fall down from it? I'm not sure if
Okay, can you give me an example of, you want to do a sacrifice, but you fall down from doing the sacrifice.
I guess.
Now, a sacrifice means you're doing something which is pleasing to Krishna, which means you're not going to fall down because you're doing something that's pleasing to Krishna.
Okay, let me think of my question.
Okay.
Forgive me if I'm wrong. I think what he's trying to ask is if you've basically bounded yourself by something and basically you don't follow through with it. So in your mind, you're telling yourself, I'm going to make sure it happens, and then a few months pass by and you're back into square one.
Uh-huh. You tried. Tried. Okay, but that you attempted. That doesn't mean that's not really a fall down. But Prabhupada gives the example that when you're like a child, when a child is walking, sometimes, like a 1-year-old child, they'll walk and they'll fall down and they'll get up. So that's not a failure. You fail only when you don't get up again. Right? That's a failure. Just like sometimes it's been known that, sometimes devotees, they fall down, they have some difficulty. But then they get up again, they continue on. That means he hasn't fallen. But if someone falls down and doesn't get up again, that means that's the failure, that one is fallen. So we have to have the determination to always get up and try again. It's called determination. Enthusiasm, determination. Yeah, we have to keep trying. Just like because you failed once doesn't mean you fell down. No, you have to get better at it. More determination, more sincerity, then you'll do it and have success. Hopefully. We try our best, hope for the best. Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, thank you so much for sharing that story from the Mahabharata. It seems more like my story, that trying to get that drop of honey. I was just wondering that you also told that the tiger was also in the top of the well. What does that represent?
Oh yeah. Now Durga, she goes around on a tiger, and there's this trident that has these throngs, right? So that represents miseries coming from our own body, miseries coming from nature, and miseries coming from other living entities. So that's what that represents. So we're all experiencing that. Mainly, people experience miseries coming from our own body and mind, especially the mind. There's a statement that by the Avanti Brahmana, Nayam Janoye Sukadukha Heta Na Devatama Karma Kala. That, see, he was actually a multi-millionaire. He was very wealthy, but he was stingy. He was greedy. He wouldn't give money to anybody. He wouldn't even take care of himself. He didn't want to spend any money for anything. He'd be a tough person to sell a book to on book distribution. So yeah, he was just very selfish. So due to the government and thieves and this and that, he lost everything. Just like recently, this person in India, he was a multi-billionaire. He lost everything. So it was a similar thing with this person. He lost everything. But when he lost everything, this is a long time ago, thousands of years ago. So there was still some Vedic culture there. So he became detached. Of course, he was forced detachment, but that was good, and he became very advanced in spiritual life because Krishna took everything away from him. And Krishna says this to Yudhisthira, Yasyaham anugarami harisya tadjanam janai. To show special mercy to my devotee, I take everything away. And Prabhupada was saying this a lot, because Prabhupada also, he was a successful businessman. He had a big factory and everything. He was making good money, but he was, that instruction in Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur to preach just kept coming back to him. So he eventually just gave it all up, and fortunately. So he lost everything. So this person also, he lost everything. He said, I thought that it was because of people that I was suffering. Nayam janome sukaduka heta, that they were the cause of my happiness and distress. Nayam janome sukaduka heta, Nayam, Devata, I thought maybe it was the demigods. Maybe it was time. Or Kala, yeah, maybe it was Kala, or maybe it was karma. But no, he said, my suffering was only because of the mind. Suffering was because of the mind. So this is what most of the suffering comes from in this world. Just like, unfortunately, there's a lot of people that commit suicide around the world. Why? Mental difficulty. They don't commit suicide because they, broke their arm or, had some. Isn't it? Mainly because it's some mental problem. Here we have a nurse back here, isn't it? Yeah, this is the main problem, the mental difficulties. So this is what's nice about Krishna consciousness. Just by chanting Hare Krishna, all the mental anxiety becomes washed away. Yeah. Reading Prabhupada's books, associating with the devotees, becomes very peaceful, satisfied, Krishna conscious. This is the result of practicing Krishna consciousness. And then also I mentioned that that he was getting the drop of honey. So all this, his whole life is just like complete. It's practically finished, but he's getting a drop of honey. So the living entity wants a lot of pleasure, an ocean of pleasure, right? And we don't want it to decrease, right? Anybody want their happiness to decrease? Anybody? No. We just want it to increase unlimitedly, right? But this world, whatever little happiness there is, it decreases. Yehi samasparsha jabhoga dukuyonaya evate adyantavandakona nateshuramateva. An intelligent person does not take part in the sources of misery, which is due to contact with the material senses. Such pleasures, they have a beginning and an end. But we don't want the end. But that's this world. It always comes to an end. It's nice in the beginning, sometimes, but then it becomes bitter. And this is the mode of passion. It's real nice in the beginning, then it becomes bitter, like poison. Yeah. Yes.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much, Vijaya, for your nice class. I was just wondering if you would speak a little bit about Narottam Das Thakur. It's his appearance day.
Today's his appearance day.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, Narottam Das Thakur.
Disappearance day.
What was that? What was that?
It's his disappearance day.
Oh, okay. It's disappearance day.
No, on the calendar it says it's his appearance day.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, it doesn't matter, appearance or disappearance
Yeah,
for a Vaishnav. Doesn't matter.
Actually, it's said that it's about the same, just like the sun rising. The sun rising is beautiful. The sun setting is also beautiful. So Narottam Das Thakur is such a great devotee. Before he appeared, Lord Chaitanya was shouting, Narottam! 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 And the devotees were wondering, who is Narottam? I think our person over here wants everybody to scoot up because there's more people coming.
And it'll be easier for you to hear about Narottam.
So, Narottam means the best of human beings. That's the meaning of Narottam, the best of human beings. And he was such a great devotee. He was actually, he wasn't a Brahmana, but he would write these songs, which Srila Prabhupada said were like a Vedic text. They were just so pure, so beautiful. And devotees just, to this day, actually one of Prabhupada's favorite song is a song by Narottam Das Thakur. Hari Hari Vipale Janama Kainu. Can we put that on the screen? Do we have someone there? Let's sing it. This is a beautiful song, Prabhupada's favorite. We got a drum, cartels. And he's going to put it up. You got it? You can do it? Here it is. Okay, let's see if I can sing it. Hari Hari Vipade Janama Gainu. Hari Hari Vipade Janama Gainu. Manusya Janama Pai Radha Krishna Vijaya. Manusya Janama Pai Radha Manusya Janama Pai Radha Vijaya. Janiya Saruya Visakanu. Janiya Visakanu. Golokera Prema Dana Hari Nama Sankirtana. Golokera Prema Dana Hari Nama Sankirtana. Golokera Prema Dana Hari Nama Sankirtana. Dana Hari Nama Sankirtana. Ratina Janiro Kevetaya. Ratina Janiro Kevetaya. Ratina Janiro Kevetaya. Samsara Visanalaye Dipani Sehiyadvare. Jorate na koinu.
Rajendranandanaje Sachi Sutta Hoilo Se Balarama Hoilo Ta करुणा करो हे गारो करुणा करो हे गारो नरोत्तम दास को नाथ लियो रंग पर नरोत्तम दास को नाथ लियो रंग पर तुम बिन के आज हमारा तुम बिन के आज हमारा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर नरोत्तम दास प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय गोरा हरि बोल हरि बोल जय गोरा हरि बोल
Thank you. Can you put the translation up there, and then we'll go through it. This is Prabhupada's favorite song, so we could try to understand how beautiful this is. He says, Lord Hari, I have spent my life uselessly, having obtained a human birth and having not worshipped Radha and Krishna. I have knowingly drunk poison. Now Narottam Das Thakur, he was a pure devotee, never sinned in his life, but here he is saying, I have knowingly drunk poison. So he's very humble. We have a devotee in Salem. He's such another very nice devotee. He also never sinned in his life, but he would tell the temple president, I'm such a sinful rascal. And the president knew he had never sinned. He said, what do you mean sinned? We never sinned. He said, yeah, I used to play soccer. He considered it so simple. Thought that was sinful. So Narottam Das Thakur was such he was actually a son of a king. He was a prince. But when he went to Vrindavan, he just fell in love with Vrindavan. He didn't want to leave, but he had to go back and Lord Chaitanya, he went into this, the Kadavari River, I believe, and the Padma River, yes. And he told the personified Padma that there was going to be a devotee coming here and give your mercy to him. And she said, well, how will I know? Your water will overflow when he enters. And that's what happened when Narottam went in. And his complexion changed golden when he went into the water, and he was just in complete ecstasy. And then his parents were looking for him, and then they saw him. They're like, "Oh my God, what happened to our son? He's become mad, and he's golden." He couldn't figure it out. But he was such a great devotee. He was initiating so many brahmanas, and the caste Goswamis. Many of you know the caste Goswamis. They can't appreciate that. Sudras are initiating brahmanas, so they wanted to challenge him. So word got out different ways. So the disciples of Narottam, they heard about this, so they decided to be, simple salesmen in the village there, where these Brahmas are going to come by and they're going to challenge them. So they were talking to these devotees who were acting like, selling pots and things, and they were speaking perfect Sanskrit to these Brahmanas. And they started talking philosophy, and he said, "Well, wait, you're just simple salespeople. How do you know all this?" "Oh, we're disciples of Narottam." "Oh, okay." They just said, "We don't want to do with that." So they left. So he was such a great devotee, Narottam Das Thakur. So there's a few words. Anybody else like to say something about Narottam? If not, can I have a Bhagavad Gita?
He was the
Oh,
he studied in Vrindavan under the Goswamis, and he took initiation from Lochan.
oh yeah.
And he also, Lochan didn't want to take any disciples, but every day he would clean wherever Lochan was defecating, he would clean up the area and make it beautiful, and he would hide in the bushes so that Lochan Maharaj didn't know who was doing that.
So humble.
And finally Lochan Maharaj consented to take him as a disciple. And he was also one of the 3 devotees who helped take the Goswami's books, the literature, from Vrindavan and start distributing books, or getting it printed, right?
Yeah. They were the only printed. They weren't printed. There was just those copies there.
Right.
So they were going through actually it's quite some hundreds of miles to Navadvip, where they were going to get them copied, and they were stolen by some thieves, because there was some astrologer that said to the king, there's a very valuable treasure coming right through your kingdom. And he was like, he was a real, interested in money. He was a king. So he got his dacoits there, and they stole the books. And then the devotees woke up, and the books are gone. And they could, oh my God, the books are gone. The books of the Goswamis are gone. They were just in total anxiety. They didn't, there was just, don't know what. So Srinivas, he was the leader. So Narottam and, what was this? It was Srivas Thakur, no, Srinivas Acharya, Narottam Das Thakur, Shyamananda. So Srinivas, he said, listen, I'll deal with this. Narottam, you go to your village and preach, and Shyamananda, you go preach, and I'll deal with this. So he went to the nearest kingdom, and he went there. He was going around. In the king's court there was a person who was he was a pundit, and he was speaking. And Narottam Das Thakur, he could understand this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. So he interrupted him and said, "Excuse me, but all due respect, but this is incorrect." He said, "Oh, really? Then you speak." So he spoke for 2 hours, and the king was completely amazed about his realization. And even the pundit that was speaking before, he also was very respectful. He could understand this is not an ordinary soul. So the king said, I'm very happy that you're here. Please, is there any service I can do? He said, well, yeah, we're missing some books. And he said, oh, sorry about that, but yeah, that was us, and you could have them back. So he got the books, and actually he initiated him, and everybody in the village or the city was initiated by this Srinivasacharya. Just see how such a great devotee he is. So yeah, Narottam Das Thakur also was amazing. So actually, let's finish this up. The number 2 is the treasure of divine love in Goloka Vrindavan has descended as the congregational chanting of Lord Hari's holy names. Why did my attraction for that chanting never come about? Why doesn't it come about? One of the reasons is inattentive. Anybody have the experience of chanting inattentively? It's so difficult, because I was mentioning earlier that the enemy of the senses, the mind doesn't want to hear it. It just wants sense gratification. So we got to somehow turn the mind into a devotee, and then it'll hear very nicely. I'm going to tell you something. I think all of you, or at least most of you, you chant japa. So I'm going to tell you the best thing that I've ever heard for chanting good japa. I told this to one devotee. He said, Vijay, after you told me that, I had the best rounds I ever chanted in my life. That morning after I told him, so this is it. Listen closely. When Bhakti Tirtha would chant, Bhakti Tirtha Swami, he's an African-American devotee, sannyasi. He passed away, unfortunately. But when he would chant and he was inattentive, he would find that his mind had gone, he would stop and he would back up 1 or 2 beats. And then he would go forward, just to check the mind. Otherwise, the mind just goes here, there, and there, just all over the universe, right? Just keeps on going. So you've got to check the mind. That's a good way to check the mind. Because the mind doesn't want to hear it. Right? It's a non-devotee. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, it's a rascal. It's our enemy. We're walking around with our enemy, the mind, so close, non-devotee. We're not supposed to associate with non-devotees. Right? But we got one right here. Too close. So this is a very good way. Try it out. Try it tomorrow morning. When you're chanting, you find you're inattentive, just stop. Back up 1 or 2 beats, then go forward. I've been doing it for 15 years. I'm not chanting perfect rounds yet, but they're a lot better, I'll tell you that. Just with this one little exercise. So you got to kind of preach to the mind too. I know you don't want to chant, but this is the new program. If you're not attentive, we're going to chant more.
And I heard Prabhupada say on a tape, chant sincerely with love.
Yeah. And that you got to have love. That's the tough part. And we just read yesterday in Chaitanya Charitamrita, was it? Where Prabhupada says in a purport that when you're chanting, you should be thinking of the spiritual world, that you're in the spiritual world. I was like, wow, that's nice. So when we're chanting, thinking, of the spiritual world. When I chant, I have a slideshow going of all the pastimes of Krishna. It's there for about 15 seconds, and another slide, another picture of Krishna. That helps me focus on Krishna. I think you all have computers. It's a nice meditation, just seeing Krishna again and again and again. So it's nice meditation. So, continuing. Day and night my heart burns from the fire of the poison of worldliness, and I have not taken the means to relieve it. Again, the humility. He's a completely pure Paramahamsa, pure devotee, but this is his mentality. It's like Krishnadas Kaviraj, another, one of the greatest Vaishnavas to ever walk the planet. He wrote the Chaitanya Charitamrita. But he said, if anybody chants my name, they lose all pious credit. I'm like a worm in stool, just so inconceivably humble. Beautiful. It's amazing. So, next, Lord Krishna, who was the son of the king of Vraj, became the son of Sachi, Lord Chaitanya, and Balaram became Nitai. The holy name delivered all those souls who were lowly and wretched. The 2 sinners, Jagai and Madai, are evidence of this. So it is said, if you want to get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, you have to first get the mercy of Lord Nityananda. But if you want to get the mercy of Lord Nityananda, you got to approach the Jagais and Madais. And there's a lot of them. Yeah. So this is very important. The preaching, Prabhupada emphasized more and so many times, like in his books, he mentioned 90 times, door to door. And Lord Nityananda was going door to door on the instruction of Lord Chaitanya. Imagine God going door to door to deliver the conditioned souls. Bolo Krishna, Bhaja Krishna, Koro Krishna, Siksha. Please chant the names of Krishna. Bolo Krishna, Bhaja, worship Krishna. Follow the instructions of Krishna. So this is the mercy of Lord Nityananda, who is even more merciful than Lord Chaitanya. So 4, O Lord Krishna, son of Nanda, accompanied by the daughter of Vrishabhanu, please be merciful to me now. Narottam Das says, O Lord, please do not push me away from your reddish lotus feet, for who is my beloved except for you? Narottam Das Thakur ki? Yeah. Beautiful, huh? So this is Narottam Das Thakur. Any other question or comment? If not, we could have some more kirtan. We have another 10 minutes. Can I get the harmonium? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Ba, Hare Ba, Hare Ba, Nitya Gaur, Hare Ba, Nitya Gaur, Hare Ba. Nitya Gaur, Hare Ba, Hare Ba, Hare Ba, Nitya Gaur, Hare Ba, Nitya Gaur, Ba. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya. Srila Prabhupada ki. Haribo. Oh, please, you had to put away the mats, everybody. You got how many minutes? 2 minutes, I think? 1 minute and 59 seconds.
श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone, please loudly. Call from your heart. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Nityananda Ram, 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 Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram. Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Jaya Ekachakradham. Nityananda Ram, Jaya Ekachakradham. Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram. Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Jaya Eka Chakradham. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Gaura Hare. Patita Pavana Gaura Hare, Patita Pavana Gaura Hare. Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Gaur Hare. Jaya Nitai 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 Gauranga, Nitai 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 Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Gaur Hare. Jai Sacinandana, Jai Sacinandana, Jai Sacinandana, Jai Sacinandana, Jai Sacinandana, Gaur Hare. Patita Pavana Gaur Hare, Patita Pavana Gaur Hare, Gaura Gaura Gaur Hare, Gaura Gaura Gaur Hare, Gaura Gaura Gaur Hare. Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Gaur Hare. Gaurango, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga. So when I say Gauranga, you respond with Nityananda. When I say Nityananda, you respond with Gauranga. Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jaya Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan Shri Radhe. Jaya Mahaprabhu, Jaya Mahaprabhu, Jaya Mahaprabhu, Jaya Mahaprabhu. Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jaya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Gurudev. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol. Gaur Premanande. Now we'll offer our obeisances. You can all sit down. Jai Namo Vishnupada Paramahansa Paripradikacharya Stotra Satsishimad. His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki ISKCON Divinity Founder Acharya Jagat Guru Savior of the whole world Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Namo Vishnupada Paramahansa Paripradikacharya Stotra Satsishimad. His Divine Grace Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Shri Narottam Das Thakur Appearance Day Maha Mahotsav ki Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivas Sadi Shri Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Gopinath श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा जमुना माई की श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन भगवान की श्रीमान महाप्रभु की श्री श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंहदेव भगवान की समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada ki.
Hare Krishna, please have a seat. We'll have Narsingha Arti.
Hare Krishna. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Praladaladatayine. Praladaladatayine. Hiranyakashipurvakshaha. 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 Shilatankanakalaye. Shilatankanakalaye. Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha. Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha. Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha. Yato yato yami tato Narsimha. Yato yato yami tato Narsimha. Bahir Narsimha, Hridaye Narsimha. Bahir Narsimha, Hridaye Narsimha. Bahir Narsimha, Hridaye Narsimha. Nashingamadim Sharanam Prapade. Narasingamadim Sharanam Prapade. Tavakara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringa Keshavadrita Narhari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Jagadisha Hare. अद्भुतशृङ्गां दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गा केशवद्रीता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नृसिंहदेव 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 जय नृसिंहदेव जय लक्ष्मी नरहरि जय लक्ष्मी नरहरि जय लक्ष्मी नरहरि जय लक्ष्मी नरहरि जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल भक्ति विघ्न विनाशन नरसिंहदेव भगवान की भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की जगत गुरु शीला प्रभुपाद की निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. We welcome you all to the Sunday Feast Festival here at ISKCON of Silicon Valley. We are so glad to see such a large turnout here. So let's give a big round of applause to everyone who has joined us tonight. Hare 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 Bo! We would also like to thank all the devotees who has joined us online. So let's thank them for joining today's session as well. Hare 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 Bo! Today's Krishna Katha and discourse was brought to us by His Grace Vijaya Prabhu. So let's express our gratitude and thank him for an excellent discourse. Hare 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 Bo! And the ecstatic Aarti was led by His Grace Shamrupa Prabhu. So let's express our gratitude and thank him as well. Hare 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 Bo! And the Narsingha Aarti was led by Her Grace Kameshwari. So let's thank her for leading the Narsingha Aarti as well. Hare 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 Bo! Anyone coming here for the first time? No? No? Okay, thank you. But regardless, I think there are some devotees who might have stepped out. Let's chant one Mahamartha, all our newcomers. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we have a couple of sponsors for, actually one sponsor for tonight's feast. Amal Iyer Prabhu is sponsoring in the memory of his father, Ram Lakshman Prabhu in remembrance of Ram Lakshman Prabhu. So let's thank, he is not here, he came early in the afternoon today and handed his sponsorship. So let's thank Amal Iyer Prabhu for sponsoring in the memory of his father, Ram Lakshman Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Haribol, yes. So for the devotees who had sponsored last week and did not receive their Mahaprasad, I have the Mahaprasad with me. Please collect from me tonight. Hare Krishna. Is there any other announcements that I am missing? If not, then... Yes, please go ahead. If not, then we will go to the Prasad Sevya prayers. Cooks? Of course, yeah. Without cooks, we will be hungry. No Prasad. So please, she will announce the cooks for tonight's feast. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Today's cooks were Achyuta Leela Prabhuji, Mahendra Prabhuji, Akash Prabhu, Shreya Mataji, Srinivas Prabhu, Sanket Prabhu, Tadya Seva Prabhu, Kumar Prabhu, Danakilam Mataji, and Stacy Mataji, and more. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Now we'll go to Prasad Sevya prayers. Youth, I think is represented by Madhuri Sakhi, I guess. Okay. Madhuri Sakhi, please lead into the Prasad Sevya prayers.
Sharira Nityajar Jo Hindiya Tahika Jive Phile Vishaya Sagore Dharmade Jiv Yati Lobho Masu Durmati Take Jita Katina Sare Krishna Bhadadayama Gori Bhare Jivada Swaprasad Krishna Guna Gao Preme Rago Shri Chaitanya Nita Preme Rago Shri Chaitanya Nita Mahaprasade Govinde Namo Brahmane Vaishnave Salpa Punyavatam Rajan Vishwasune Vijayate Prasade Sarva Dukana Haniraso Prajayate Prasana Cheta Soyashu Bhuti Bhavya Pravishyate Vayoga Bhukta Sarganda Vasulankara Chachita Ushista Bojino Dasa Tavamayam Jaimahi Shushkam Parishitam Vati Nitam Vaduradeshata Prapti Matirna Bhoktavyam Natakala Vicharana Nadesha Niyamastata Nakala Niyamastata Praptamanam Dutam Shishte Bhoktavyam Hariya Pravit Bhagavad Shima Prasadaki. Please come take prasadam.
Please sit for a second. We have another sponsor we would like to acknowledge. Shipra Agarwal Mataji and Vikas Prabhuji are sponsoring tonight's feast. Would you like to come? Okay. And as you know, in ISV, we sell books, sets in bunches. Just like that, Mataji is sponsoring in bunches. So she is sponsoring few weeks of February and also in March. So let's thank Mataji and Prabhuji for sponsoring. Hare 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 Bo! Hare 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 Bo! Hare Krishna.